Ladies and gentlemen, do you know which is the most common cause of cancer in the Indian females? Well, according to the WHO studies and various studies, registries which are available in our country, it is the cancer of the cervix or called as cervical cancer, which causes almost 3 lakh deaths every year. More than 5 lakh cases are reported each year, with nearly 80% in the developing countries. The good news is that most of these deaths they can be prevented if cervical cancer is diagnosed early. In fact, cervical cancer is one of the most preventable cancer. Let me first tell you something about the anatomy of the cervix. Cervix, it is the lower narrow part of the uterus which connects to the vagina. Almost all cervical cancer they are caused by a common sexually transmitted virus called the human papilloma virus. Many a time this infection clears up on its own. If it doesn't, it can lead to cervical cancer in some women. The risk of cervical cancer it increases with age, and most often it is diagnosed in women over the age of 40 years. The risk factors are having sex at an early age with multiple sexual partners, poor vaginal hygiene, sexually transmitted disease, weak immune system as in the HIV positive patients, early childbearing, multiple pregnancies, using birth control pills for a longer period of time more than 5 years. Now, how do you know you have cancer of the cervix? Early cervical cancer, they usually don't cause symptoms, or the symptoms are so minimum that you cannot appreciate them. It is only when the cancer grows larger that symptom appears. The most common symptom is abnormal bleeding, which may start and stop between regular menstrual periods or occur after sexual intercourse, dosing, or a pelvic examination. There may also be other symptoms like heavier menstrual bleeding, bleeding after menopause, increased vaginal discharge which is not responding to the antibiotics, pain during intercourse, low backache, blood in the urine, pelvic area pain, swelling in the lower legs, unexplained weight loss or sudden rise. If any of these symptoms persist, the patient should go immediately to the doctor. The doctor may be a gynecologist or a cancer specialist, who would then conduct some tests to confirm the diagnosis. These tests are very simple, like a Pap test. In this test, cells are collected from the cervical canal and examined for abnormal or precancerous changes in the lining of the cervix. If the doctor have doubt, then he or she go for colposcopy, in which there is a combination of a bright light with a magnifying lens to make tissue easier to see, and then the doctor can take biopsy from the right place. Biopsy, some tissue is removed to look for cancer cells, and in most of the cases a biopsy is the only sure way to tell whether cancer is present or not. Some other tests may be performed to check if the cancer has spread beyond the cervix, and they are CT scan of the thorax, CT scan or MRI of the whole abdomen including the pelvic area, or in case you want to screen the whole body in one go, then there is a newer technique called as PET scan, which can screen whole body in one go. The doctor will evaluate these results and classify the cancer according to its stage. As we all know, cancer is divided in 4 stages, stage 1, 2, 3 and 4. And these staging give an idea of the extent and spread of the cancer, and depending upon stage we can tell to the patient what is the prognosis. Cervical cancer is treated by either surgery, radiation therapy or chemotherapy, or their combinations. In early stage, especially stage 1, surgery and radiation therapy they are equally effective. In younger patient, where family planning is an issue, we can go for surgery, while if family planning is not an issue, then radiation therapy also be opted for early stage. In locally advanced stage, radiation along with simple light chemotherapy is a radical treatment, is a curative treatment. There are many surgical procedures which we are not going in detail. Coming to the main treatment, radiation therapy, which is also called as radiotherapy. It is often the most effective and curative treatment for almost all stages, and it can be given initially for around 5 to 6 weeks externally and then followed by 2 to 3 sittings internally, called as brachytherapy. Chemotherapy, they are the drugs which are used to kill the cancer cells. They are mixed in the glucose saline and then they are given through IV drips. As I said in the beginning that cervical cancer is one of the most preventable cancer. So what are the ways to prevent it? Regular pap smear test, especially after the age of 40 years. Pap smear is an OPD test available almost everywhere in the smaller places also, and any gynecologist can take this pap test. It takes hardly 10 minutes time. Second is HPV vaccine. Girls and women between the age of 9 and 25-26, they should get the HPV vaccination. It is given in 3 doses at a difference of 0, 1 and 6 months. The vaccine is most effective when given before the women become sexually active or married. Female should avoid multiple sexual partners. They should take care for vaginal infections. They should practice safe sex and they should avoid smoking. Ladies and gentlemen, I am sure that if we follow these preventive measures, we would be able to keep cervical cancer away and lead a healthy and happy life. In most of the Western countries, with these preventive measures, with HPV vaccines, this cervical cancer has almost been eradicated. But in our country, this is the most prevalent cancer in the females. Thank you very much.